Hi, my name is Tony, and I'm from Italy. My assignment for this week 5 of the course Introduction to Music Production is to teach you the most important skills about modulated short delays effects. What they are, what kinds of them we have, and where they are used correctly. First of all, we draw the distinction between delays and modulation effects, primarily relatively to their field of application. Delays effects are used specifically to produce distinct repeats in the output signal. Instead, modulation effects do not feature distinct repeats, as their delay time is too short, but rather feature the blend of dry, namely unaltered signal, and wet, that is altered modulated signal, and the resulting combined sound. For our purpose, I want to speak exclusively of the modulated delays, chorus, flanger, phasing, and I wish to implement a practical demonstration of two of them, chorus and flanger, on two tracks I had previously prepared for this purpose. All the modulated effects, about which we will speak, are used to add motion and depth to your sound. Okay, before starting, only 2 words on the third effect, the phasing. The phaser effect combines the original signal with a copy that is slightly out of phase with the original. Sonically, phasing is used to create a whooshing, sweeping sound that wander through the frequency spectrum. It is a commonly used for guitars and electric piano effect, but it is suitable for almost any instrument. Perhaps, the most common modulated delay effect is chorus. Chorus approximates the effect of 2 or more instruments playing the same part, and is frequently used on guitars and keyboard parts. It works using a delay of just a few tens of milliseconds, modulating the delay time at around 3 Hz, and using an LFO, that is, a low-frequency oscillator. If delay time is modulated, the pitch of the sound is also modulated. The direct and modulated delayed sounds should be mixed equally, so that the listener perceives the differences in timing and pitch as being 2 slightly different renditions of the same part. Logic Pro offers one really simple chorus effect, with only width, intensity and speed controls, plus the more spectacular ensemble, a multi-tap chorus, offering up to 8 voices controlled by 2 LFOs, and a random signal generator, where the contribution and modulation rate of each of these 3 sources can be adjusted using separate sliders. Okay, now we can apply in practice this effect on this track, Mighty Warm Pad track. I will try reducing either the intensity control, which should reduce the effect to a more moderate level. As you reduce the intensity control, it's interesting to start experimenting with faster rate settings. On the whole, the principle seems to juxtapose the 2 settings, either using lots of intensity with a slow rate, or a faster rate with less intensity. I decided, for this track, to use these settings. Intensity between 16 and 17%, the rate at 1566 Hz, and the mixing at 51%. In this way, I found that this track moved out of the way, as it were, of the other tracks. The flanger effect works in much the same way as the chorus effect, but it uses a significantly shorter delay time. In addition, the effect signal can be fed back into the input of the delay time. Flanging is typically used to add a spacey or underwater quality to input signals. Logix Flanger is extremely simple, but it sounds no less effective for that. It has a simple 4-slider interface with controls for mix, which is normally left set at 50% for both chorus and flange effects, intensity, namely modulation depth, speed, that is modulation rate, and feedback. On the whole, flange parameters tend to be set up in one of two ways. The first is a flanger sweep with a pronounced amount of feedback. I try increasing feedback to around 80%, therefore, and set speed and intensity low, 0.166 Hz and 4.5%, respectively. The effect is a long, sweeping flange, with the sweeps lasting almost a full bar or more in duration. Another approach that I will use in the synth track, and which is more akin to chorus, is to lower the feedback to around 21% and increase both the speed and intensity to 1.533 Hz and 10% respectively. This faster flange is much more appropriate as a warming effect, arguably making it a much more useful treatment for general mixing activities.